One. Greetings and welcome to Beyond Everyday Talks with Kellie. Today we are going to be talking about synthetic drugs, possessions, and more. I'd like to introduce Kellie as our host and our guest tonight, Rachel. Greetings and welcome to Beyond Everyday
Kellie,
Talks
do you want to
with
take
Kellie.
it away?
Today we are going to be talking about synthetic drugs.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to talk about synthetic drugs.
Greetings and welcome to Beyond Everyday Talks.
And we're going to look at a couple of videos of people
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
to talk about it
Today we're
and
going to
go
talk
over our
about
personal
synthetic
drugs
drugs
reviews and things like that. And we're going to look at a couple of videos of people
kind of just show you some of the
synthetic
drugs
what's
going
going
on
on.
Talk about it.
Synthetic drugs
and
go over
the possibility
that they might be a gateway,
things like that.
And we're going to look at a couple
allow
of videos of people
kind of show you
using
some of
them.
the
Synthetic
drugs
drugs
going
going
on.
on.
Talk about it.
Synthetic drugs
Go
versus
over
the possibility that they might be a gateway,
things like
the
that.
state
And
might
we're
allow
gonna
that.
Hey, Rachel.
Hello.
Talk about it.
Welcome to the show.
And my son Hey, Rachel.
Thank you.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
And my son Girls like Blanca, and I'm sure everybody's familiar with the Miami Basin. That's what I call them. Girls like Blanca, and I want to say probably the last decade, the Miami Basin. That's what I Miami the homeless guy, but he was high. Girls like Blanca, and I want to say probably the guy in Miami Basin. That's what I Miami guy. The homeless guy, but he was high. Girls like Blanca, and I want to say probably the guy in Miami Basin. That's what I Miami guy. The homeless guy, but he was high. I don't think they take Maybe shoot him. It took a lot of guys to take this guy down and try to save him. I don't think they take Maybe shoot him. It took a lot of guys to take this guy down and try to save him. Whatever blood pop. It took a lot of guys. I'm not sure what that's all covered. Synthetic drug and it makes me wonder when you're doing things. Just videos of me. I'm not showing that you're doing synthetic drugs. Synthetic drug affecting and it takes waves when you're doing videos of me. I'm not showing that you're doing synthetic drugs. Synthetic drug affecting and it takes waves when you're doing
apocalypse has happened, and I would be tempted to shoot them.
You know, it is.
Apocalypse has happened, and I would be tempted to shoot them.
But could you shoot somebody that's on your board? You know, it is.
Apocalypse has happened, and I would be tempted to shoot them.
Would it be like somebody that's on your board? You know, it is.
I know, I saw video on this. Apocalypse has happened, and I would be tempted to shoot them. Self-defense at that point.
There's a video out there. I know, I saw video on this.
Apocalypse has happened, and I would be tempted to shoot them. Self-defense at that point.
There's a video out there. I know, I saw video on this.
Apocalypse has happened, that's terrifying.
It was like
at that point.
There's a video out there. I saw video happening to somebody living in the neighborhood, and this person was terrifying. Like it was a nice house. It was like at that point. And this person was terrifying. Like it was a nice house. At that point, those ring cameras have a lot of stuff like that too. Show people what you're talking about. And this person was terrifying. Like it was a nice house. At that point, those ring cameras have a lot of stuff like that too. Show people what you're talking about. And this person was terrifying.
Ready.
Ready. Those ring cameras have a lot of stuff like that too. Show people what you're talking about. And this person was
Ready. Ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it before. Just looking at her face, it was just
Dude.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen it before. Just all them there. Yeah. Just call them there.
Yeah, no, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Sure, we got 3
Just
more
call them
videos
there.
to get even more disturbing. So some
Yeah, no,
discretion.
that's pretty creepy.
Yeah, we
Just
do
some though.
yeah.
Terrifying.
These videos are disturbing, and you know, depending on your, what you can handle. But yeah, I mean, when you want to see people hurting themselves, moving themselves are disturbing, and you know, it just makes you wonder what's going on and what you can handle. But yeah, I mean, when you want to see people this way themselves, moving themselves are disturbing, and you know, it just makes you wonder what's going on and what you can handle. But yeah, I mean, when you want to see people this way themselves,
Make them
moving
dead
themselves are
pretty much.
disturbing,
They spread out
and you know,
spores.
it just makes you wonder what's going on and what you can handle. But yeah, I mean, when you want to see people this way themselves,
Make them
moving themselves are disturbing,
spread out
and that's so scary. Or like, I guess there's these zombie acts. Have you heard about those?
Yes.
They just stand there, and that's so scary. Or like zombie acts. There's these zombie acts. Have you heard about those? Ohio, so
Yes.
anticipate this. They just stand there, and that's so scary. Or
Yeah, no,
like
I've heard of them. I don't think I saw what they look like though. Yes.
They look like deer. They just stand there. They just stand there.
Yeah, no, I've heard of them. I don't think I saw what they look like though.
I hear Brian.
Yes.
They look like deer. They just stand
Yeah,
there.
he's talking in the background. Yeah, no, I've heard of them. I don't think I saw what they look like though.
I hear Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you got to say about
Yeah,
zombie deer?
he's talking in the background. Yeah, no, I've heard of them. I don't think I saw what they look
Oh my
like
God.
though.
Can you imagine? Brian, what do you got to say about zombie
Yeah,
deer?
he's talking in the background.
Coral.
Yeah, no, I've heard of them. I don't think I saw what they
Oh my
look
God.
like
Can you
though.
imagine? What do you got to say about zombie
Yeah,
coral?
he's talking in
So,
the
like,
background.
Coral.
Yeah, no, I've heard of them. I don't
A sea
think I
cucumber. Have you seen
saw
a
what
sea
they look
cucumber?
like
Can you
though.
imagine?
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Yeah, spongy
Yeah,
coral.
he's talking in
So,
the
like,
background.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, I've
They're gross. A sea cucumber. Have you seen a sea cucumber?
A
They're like
sea
Yeah, they look pretty good.
yeah, they're like
Yeah,
sea coral.
he's
Yeah.
talking in
So,
the
like,
background.
Hold on. They're like ginormous ringworms. That cucumber. That just they just they're like they ringworm their way. Yeah, they're like ringworms. Yeah, the floor.
So, like,
I don't know. They're like ginormous ringworms. That cucumber. That just they're like they ringworm their way. Yeah, they're like ringworms. Yeah, the floor. So I don't know.
yeah,
They're like
I don't like
ginormous
it.
ringworms.
It doesn't.
That cucumber. That just
It reminds me of the weasel-looking thing from the movie Dreamcatcher. Oh god. Yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't. What is it? Dreamcatcher? Man, that reminds me of the weasel-looking
Long
thing
time ago.
from the movie
We're getting off topic
Dreamcatcher. Yeah, but anyway, that's alright. It doesn't. What is it? Dreamcatcher? Man, that reminds me of the weasel-looking
Long
thing
time ago.
from the movie
We're getting off topic.
Dreamcatcher. Yeah, but anyway, that's alright. It doesn't. What is it? Dreamcatcher? Man, that reminds me of the long time ago.
You're like
We're getting off topic.
shark. Half
Yeah,
and down.
but anyway, that's alright.
Yeah,
It doesn't. What is it? Man, long time ago.
You're like
I see one of those.
half and down.
But anyway, that's alright. It doesn't. What is it?
Got one maybe where I was like,
long time ago.
You're like
I see one of those.
That one we do that was terrifying.
Yeah, I love zombies.
I see one of those.
So like, what is gonna take that one we watched that was terrifying?
Yeah, I love zombies.
Brand new drugs, right?
I see one of
They're
those.
handmade, and they're just like open up. So like, what is gonna take that one we possessed by like evil spirits?
Yeah, I love zombies.
Well, doesn't crocodile
Brand new
make your
drugs,
skin
right?
fall off,
They're
right?
handmade,
Doesn't it eat
just
your
like
flesh?
open up. Eat your flesh. So like, what is gonna take that one we possessed by like evil
Oh, that's
spirits?
horrifying.
Well, doesn't crocodile make your skin fall off, right? Doesn't it eat your flesh?
I mean, everybody knows that drugs are bad, so why would you take them to begin
Oh,
with?
that's
You know, you run the risk of like having your ears fall off and stuff.
Skin fall off, right? Doesn't it eat your flesh?
It makes no
I mean,
sense, but I
everybody knows
get
that
it.
drugs are bad, so why would you take them to
Oh,
begin
no,
with?
that's
You know, you
horrifying.
run the
My
risk
bad.
of like having your ears fall off.
Skin fall off, right? There's a sign that says "Do not enter." If
It
you
makes
do,
no
you'll die.
sense, but I get
And you
it.
always gonna have 5 out of 100
Oh,
people
no,
are
that's
just gonna be
horrifying.
like, "Oh, do not enter. You'll die if you do." And they're like, "Let's check it out. Do not enter. If
It
you
makes
do,
no
you'll die."
sense.
And you always gonna have 5 out of 100
Oh,
people
no,
are
that's
just gonna be like,
horrifying.
"Oh, do not enter. You'll die if you do." And they're like, "Let's check
And
it
it
out. Do not
takes
enter.
back,
If
like,
you do, you'll
what's
die."
wrong with
And you
people?
always gonna have 5 out of 100
Oh,
people
no,
are
that's
just gonna be
fair.
like,
Like,
"Oh,
are you
do not
serious?
enter. You'll die if you do."
Yeah, let's
And they're
just
like,
go down there and
"Check
check
it
it
out.
out.
Do not
It takes
enter.
back,
And
like,
you'll
what's
die."
wrong with
And you
people?
always gonna have
Then they
5
wonder,
live and die.
that's not fair.
Like,
Like, are you
"Oh, do not
serious?
enter. You'll die if you
Maybe
do."
they
Yeah,
wouldn't
let's just
care
go down there and
if
check
they
it
were
out.
gonna die.
Like, what's wrong with
I'm on
people?
board.
Then they wonder,
Live and die.
that's not fair.
Maybe
Like,
if
are you
you're
serious?
saying, "Do not enter.
Maybe they
You'll
wouldn't
die,"
care
you could put
if
in
they were
there,
gonna die.
"Do not enter, or you'll end up leaving your mom's basement, have unlimited video games, and never have
Maybe they
to
wouldn't
die."
care
You could put
if
in
they were
there,
gonna
"Do
die.
not enter, or you'll end up leaving your mom's basement, have think so. I think those people have unlimited video games, and never have
Usually the
to die."
dumbest
You could
are
put in
the
there,
ones
"Do
are the
not
young people.
enter, or you'll end up leaving your mom's basement, have think so. I think those
Oh,
people
wait,
have
I'm
unlimited
tired.
video games, and never have
Usually the dumbest are the young people.
I just, you know, no offense to young people. I was young once. I was watching everything. Yeah, I was like just young and doing dumb shit, and you know, it didn't stop till I was like well into my 40s. I was young once. I was watching everything. Yeah, I was like just young and doing dumb shit, and you know, it didn't stop till I was like well into
Kellie
my
is
40s.
here.
To tell you, it's okay to be dumb. Just go ahead, you know. I've done some dumb things. I could do like do a whole podcast on some of the dumb. Just some of the dumb shit I did in my 30s. Go ahead, you know. I've done some dumb things. I could do like do a whole podcast on some of the dumb. Just some of the dumb shit I did in my 30s. Go ahead, you
Smoke a
know.
joint, take a
I've
weed.
done some dumb things. I could do like do a
Stay in
whole
the cemetery.
podcast on some of the dumb.
I
would never do that shit. I did
Go
my
to a cemetery.
never go ahead.
Smoke a
One,
joint, take a
I've
weed.
done paranoid. So first off, I went there going, I'd be like paranoid as hell because there's ghosts everywhere. Two, I'm not doing nothing with the Ouija board. Three, I'm not going nowhere. I went there going, I have to take my dog. Period.
No, I'd go with you.
Two, I'm not doing nothing with the Ouija board. Three, I'm not going nowhere. I went there going, I have to take my dog.
Would you want to?
Oh, no, I'd go with you.
I'm not doing nothing with the Ouija board. Three, I'm not doing that. I like, we don't even know. Like, do they get confused?
Would you want to?
No, I'd go with
Where they're
you.
at?
I've seen both ways.
I mean, people are like, we don't even know. Like, do they just report hauntings on the road? They're able to report hauntings in houses. People report hauntings everywhere. So, I mean, do they? I mean, people are like, we don't even know. Is it like, I mean, hauntings on the road? They're able to report hauntings in houses. People report hauntings everywhere. So, I mean, do they? I mean, people are like, we don't even know. Is it like, I mean, hauntings on the road? They're able to howlings and how it's
How
just
does
we're
freaking
everywhere.
are hunting intelligent, but instead is it
Oh my God, maybe they have like a whole logistic department that sends goes to certain places.
freaking intelligent, but instead is it
Well, oh my God, maybe they have like a whole logistic department that sends goes to certain
I
places.
think like a residual haunting would be like a haunting that repeated itself over and over again. Like the haunting at I think it's Buckingham Palace, Buckingham or the Tower, where like a haunting that repeated itself over and over again. Like
Fifth wife of Henry VIII. He had her beheaded. So right before she was trying to beg for her life. And there is a residual haunting in that building where they see her running down the hallway towards the praying chamber where Henry VIII was. She was trying to get at him to beg him for her life. So, but that's like, I think that's a residual haunting because they see her doing the same thing over and over again. So it doesn't have like any intelligence to it. It's just like repeating. It's like a tape on repeat.
Huh.
Right. So I think that would be a residual, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm a ghost expert. I'm a chocolate expert, but not a ghost expert.
Hmm? A chocolate expert. I love it.
Right. So you think
So,
about that. So
have
then
you?
an intelligent haunting would be like where you put your keys down on the table and then you go to get them because you know you left them on the table next to your sunglasses and your purse, and then you find them like on your breakfast bar. And you're like, no, I left them on the table with my purse and my sunglasses, which are still on the table, but not my keys, which are now on the breakfast bar. Now that could be like considered like an intelligent haunting, like an entity that is aware of its surroundings and is moving your shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who
Oh, yeah.
bosses that person around? Like, do they have a boss? Like, they have a logistics department that sends them to certain places, like, oh, look at that person right there needs to be haunted.
Maybe maybe when you die, you're just in that spot where you died. Maybe you follow your body. Maybe like wherever your bones go, you go.
And what
Kind
if
of
you
thing.
died in the hospital, but you're haunting the house? Why wouldn't you haunt the hospital then?
Maybe I mean, there's always a theory that people go back to where they're like the happiest, or where they have the best memories, or where they have the most powerful memories.
Maybe they're ghosts in
Maybe not.
cemeteries. But then why would there be ghosts in cemeteries? I'm like, were they the happiest there?
Well,
They could have been.
kind of doing it discredit by saying the best memories. I should say the strongest memories.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, by the cemeteries, I mean like they would already be dead. But like if you're following your body around, or you're attached to that, or attached to something, or however, I mean that's all speculation. All we do know is that there's some strange things that do go on that we do consider supernatural or paranormal.
Yeah, and there's always people out there trying to debunk it, people out there trying to prove it, and I think it'd be interesting to know. Yeah.
I think you need to approach it and like take something and try to debunk it. I think you should try to disprove that it's paranormal before you can say it's paranormal. If it's
Yeah.
something that we can measure and something that we can see, then it's obviously not paranormal and explainable. We need to rule that out.
Yeah. Indeed,
Well,
indeed.
Getting off
But
topic here about synthetics and all that. What about those UFO files the Pentagon released and has like a commission looking over?
well, I did watch some of the videos Pentagon did release of that our fighter jets like trying to keep up with these things that were flying. I mean, these things like literally just changed direction, like veer, veer, veer. I've never seen anything like it. And that our fighter jets couldn't keep up with whatever technology that was, whether it was alien technology or new American technology that they're trying to say isn't actually our technology. You never know. But to see that and then watch them just go drop right onto the water and like literally very little ripple when they hit into the water, which in itself is strange. So I watched those things over and over again. It was a little bit different. And yeah, I don't know. I think there's aliens? I think there's a huge possibility that there could be. Just simply because of the number of galaxies and planets that on those galaxies that have suns and moons and would seem to Why would we think that we're the only planet that would be inhabited? For years we thought Mars was just like a wasteland, but they found using our newest technology that there is water on Mars.
All right. So other life forms could very well exist.
Right. Right. Why wouldn't it exist?
I mean, yeah. I think we figured already micro life does exist outside of our planet.
What was it in the first Jurassic Park movie? This oh God, the character played by what's his name? Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Gold something.
Yeah.
Goldberg, or is it Goldberg or Goldblum?
No idea.
It's
Bloom, I
Goldblumberg.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just call him Bloomerberg? Jeff Bloomerberg. That way we got it right one way or the other. Yeah, we just combine.
Bloomerberg.
He said something about life. And I can't remember the exact quote, so don't quote me on that. But he said life will always find a way.
Yes.
Right. So, why wouldn't life find a way if the elements were correct in that place? Why wouldn't life find a way on Mars or any other planet in any of the other multiple galaxies that are out there? So, could there be life, and could they be more advanced than us? I mean, if you believe, like, if you're not a creationist and you believe that the Earth is millions and millions of years old, and some even into the billions of years old, then other galaxies have planets that are as old or older. So, and people evolve depending on their environment and what they had going on. Evolution of man was slowed down during the Middle Ages thanks to Christianity. Sorry, guys. Facts are facts. When you have a Catholic Church telling you that anything to do with trying to find out anything about the planet or moving technology or learning about bodies and medicine was heresy and you were burned, you are hindering the progress of human development or any alien development. Are we aliens? Don't know. But when you look at things like that and you try to reason it, I mean, you seriously overthink this whole thing. But the fact is, there are other places where they didn't have those elements that might have not held their technology back the way that it did for us. We were held back for a good 400 or 500 years.
Yeah. On that topic, I think pugs are from outer space. Have you seen those guys?
Oh my gosh.
Ew. Oh no,
They're like little
octopus.
space aliens, dude.
Octopus. An octopus. You could put an octopus in a damn jar and close it, and that octopus can unscrew the jar and get out.
Well, yeah.
They're very smart. Very, very intelligent.
Low key, the next mass extinction, the survivors are going to be the octopus, and they're going to have like their great civilization after us.
Oh, do you think they're going to be like that doctor guy on? Is it Dr. Zoidberg on? What's that cartoon called?
Futurama.
Yeah,
Yeah, the crabs and the squids. Oh God,
that's a good one.
Christ! That's to say it hasn't already happened. I mean, maybe everything where all those like weird UFOs underwater go, maybe they're just so deep in the water, because we don't know our oceans that well still. Maybe they're that deep that we can't detect them, and they're just waiting for whatever.
Well, I mean, you think about it. Like we've explored like this planet almost in its entirety, almost not entirely, but almost in its entirety. But we really have only inspected, like not inspected, but like adventured or gone into and discovered what's under the water. And that's a lot harder because we're kind of stymied by our fact that we can't breathe underwater, and you can only go so deep before the pressure of the water crushes things you put down there. Took forever to find the Titanic because of our lack of technology and our lack of knowledge of the water and what's under there. They got some scary fishes down where the sun don't never get. They got like headlights and stuff. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. I'm not going in the water. No, they're not small. I mean, they're not big, but they're not small. They're scary, and they have headlights, and they have these teeth like you'd not believe. They look like they could rip a man in half. Oh no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
I know what
Yeah,
fish you're talking about.
yeah. I don't play with those things. No.
Angler. I think it's an anglerfish.
Yeah, it uses
Yeah,
that light to attract prey.
Yeah,
yeah. They got their
the
own little
text
headlights.
and stuff.
Yeah, I don't mess with none of that. No,
No,
thank you.
that fish looks like it's on some heavy drugs.
Yeah, that thing got a lot of flocka.
Meth, not even once.
Lord have mercy. Oh, let's show another flocka video or what we
All
assume
right.
is flocka.
Let's hold up. Let's do bath salts. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
We're playing.
do a bath salt video.
This one unfortunately does not have audio, so feel free to talk over.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find it on my phone here.
Okay.
Where I can actually see it.
That's why you gotta sit down. What you on, honey? You got spoons and shit? What's up? Come on, come and get some water. You want some water? Okay. No, cover yourself up. We ain't gotta expose.
I just shared it in the screen.
What would you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? What am I on? What do you got spoons?
Yeah, she just oh, now we have all them.
Put your shit up. Okay, put it in hers.
Gosh. Oh, I think I've seen this video.
Needles out. Yeah, that's shit. God, there's a girl. No, it's you. You gonna have the police out here, you know that? Hey, yeah. Girl. They probably coming.
Dude, I've heard stories of people on PCP. Let's mute this. I've heard of like people on PCP like punching out like concrete or like rock wall and eating it and stuff, and seen it. There's something up with these drugs. Don't be fooled, people. Don't take them. They're not going to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Please, dear God. Watching this, and those people were so nice to her. You know, because that's scary. If I saw that, I couldn't talk to her. I couldn't help her. There's nothing I'd want to do. I just want to get away.
Just another simple thing.
Bless her hearts, because that's scary to see that. That's super scary.
Yeah.
Makes me sad. You know, she's somebody's daughter, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's somebody's baby
It is
girl.
sad.
It is super sad. And, you know, to watch somebody's child go through that on top of everything else. And, you know, these people are trying to help her, and she just is like, oh, my Lord, have mercy. It makes you, and look at her contorting. And how do you do that into your body? Oh, look at this one. Look at this chick on a porch. Bouncing around.
That's the same chick.
Oh, okay.
You want to watch another one?
Sure.
Here it is. This one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope she's off the drugs.
Thank you, New York Post. You guys want to say the last one, or do you want me to save that one for the end?
Well, let's go ahead and do it.
All right, this one has some blood, so viewer, beware.
Pai nosso que está no céu, santificado seja o vosso nome. Venha a nós o vosso reino. Seja feita a vossa vontade. Assim na terra como no céu. O pão nosso cada dia nos dai hoje. Perdoa as nossas ofensas, assim como nós perdoamos nossos pecadores. Não nos deixe cair em tentação, mas livrai do mal. Amém. Você não é poderoso. Você não é poderoso. Jesus, Deus está aqui. Deus é maior do que tudo. Você não é poderoso. Deus é maior. Jesus Cristo está aqui.
Conheço a Bíblia melhor do que você. Você não tem quando você é corrupto.
Sou corrupto. Vou te falar que você
me bate com a necessidade, eu te aguardando. Não bate.
Você é do mal.
Me bate.
Você não é. Você é do mal. Sai.
Isso. Isso!
Sai!
Qual o santo que tá aí? Qual o santo que tá aí? Fala aí! Lúcifer! Lúcifer! Isso! Tá incorporado com o santo, né? Tá incorporado com o santo, né? Quero ver se o santo vai segurar a tua vida aí. Quero ver.
Não vou te bater não, porque Deus é maior.
Meu cavalo estava inocente, estava trabalhando. Meu cavalo, trouxe meu cavalo até aqui. Eu não vou fazer nada com vocês. Só não quero que encoste no meu cavalo.
Deus
Ele
é
estava
maior.
inocente. Ele é inocente, está andando sobre a covardia.
Volta pra onde você estava. Larga esse...
Exactly. I'd love to be able to hear that. The way his back is arched and his arms are back, though, you could not maintain that for as long as that without having some pain. That does not feel good. Now, I got a bad back, but I think even a healthy back wouldn't be able to maintain that. Will you,
Oh,
Jordan,
heck no.
play the one in the truck, that first one? Will you do that one more time? There we go.
Oh,
Look at
her
that.
eyes, dude.
Yes, her eyes. Look at her face. And look at her body, how she's contorted. How can she maintain that? But just wait, because she contorts even more. This is crazy. And you know how people make these drugs, and these are made out of like toilet bowl cleaners and things like that, and they put this stuff in their bodies and think that something like this isn't going to happen to them, and it happens more often than we want to think. And this is not a United States problem. This is a worldwide problem with these synthetic drugs. Look at this. Her or him pulling its own hair.
Yeah.
Just, and then the contortion of the body is how can that even be maintained?
I don't know.
I really do feel like it opens your mind up, your soul. It opens up and creates a space for some sort of demonic possession. When you're looking at things like that, and you talk about like the Miami face eater, or it was right after the Miami face eater, there was a couple more incidences up the East Coast, up in like New Jersey, where a man stood in front of the cops and literally was eating his own intestines. And the cops had to shoot him multiple times to actually kill him.
Oh my
because
God.
he was on bath salts, and that happened another time.
These drugs make you some sort of superhuman.
There's a video out of a guy on Flocka. This woman's in the parking garage, and he literally rams into with his body, rams into the back of her van through the glass with his body, bounces off, jumps up. But he's not done yet. Like literally, she got scared and she's trying to back out and get out of there. Hits all kinds of cars trying to get out. He jumps on her car again and is on the front this time. And she slams into another car and he flies off. And you would think he was done, right? No, he got back up again and jumped on her car. How
Ooh.
Jordan has that video. He wasn't able to play it. The
Oh.
quality was too poor.
Oh,
But I
dang.
know I posted it in our Discord. But it's there, and you can see it wasn't humanly possible for this person to pick themselves back up and do what he did.
Oh,
I've never seen anything like it. It would, like, what would you do if you saw something like that, Rachel?
oh, I would scream bloody murder. God, I would scream. And then I would find something to throw at it and hopefully knock it out cold. I mean, I don't know.
So you would like be there, like making noise and distracting. See, not me. I'm gone. I'm like the silent running type. Like, out.
Gone in the wind.
Good luck to you. We'll go hide. Hiding is my jam.
Honestly, I have no idea what I would do. I like to sit here and say, oh, I would do this, I would do that. But in all reality, I would probably react completely different than how I say I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would never really know until you're faced with that situation. Oh, and you know, God willing, that never happens. But clearly, it does happen to some people because it did. Like, Lord have mercy. Lord have
God,
mercy. And
I
you
hope I
guys,
never come across it.
if you have family members on synthetic drugs, doing them regularly, or you not addicted and just getting ready to try, or you think you want to try it, don't do it. Just don't risk that. Don't do that to yourself.
Be cool, stay in school, and stay the hell away from drugs.
Jesus
Agreed.
Lord, go smoke a joint. Like,
I
you
mean,
don't
listen,
put that crap in your body. Get it out. Get it out.
don't do drugs.
Don't
Stay
do
in school.
drugs. You know, if you need help kicking the habit, reach out to us and let us know. Comment in the you can put it in the comments or private message us if you know us personally, and we would be glad to lead you towards some assistance in getting off the drugs. But definitely don't do them. Just don't even try it. Just go get a doobie and do that. If, like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
Don't
A
do it.
doobie is a tad bit better.
listen, if you're gonna do any type of drug, just do pot
Yeah.
or don't do any.
Yeah, or don't do anything. Just don't do it. Just, you know, we're not your bosses. We can't tell you what to do. And you know, at the end of the day, one of these days, and I hope it never happens to you, that somebody's there watching you contort your body looking like you're possessed and taking a video of you instead of helping you.
You know, most
So,
people they have
yeah,
families, they have people that care about them. It's like I can't imagine the psychological impact that has on a person recovering from it.
yeah. I saw somebody overdose from heroin in a bar parking lot, and it was just, come on. And like, this person was like legit dead, and they just pump them full of Narcan. But I don't think they have anything like that for these synthetic drugs, and they'll kill you.
Over time, yeah, they'll kill you.
They'll kill you.
You
And
know?
they're saying now, they said just in the last year, enough fentanyl to literally overdose every single person living in the United States was brought over the southern border in the last year. Enough fentanyl to kill every person in the United States. Can you imagine that? And people willingly take this drug, and it's like playing Russian roulette. You just don't know which time you pull the trigger is going to have the bullet. What's the point? I mean, you know, don't do it. Get off of it. If you need help, let us know. We're there for you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
All right, now enough about the drugs. More about dang possessions here. So
Lord.
I think you do, like, if you consume even marijuana, I think you open up your mind to you know, I think you get a little more sensitive. You know what I mean?
Well, didn't the Indians use marijuana in their peace pipes for their powwow?
Marijuana,
I suspect it.
peyote, mushrooms,
Well,
all sorts of stuff.
there's evidence now of cannabis being used across Europe as well, including the Vikings, or the Nordic empires, Vikings, whatever you want to call those peoples. But there's evidence now of use of cannabis. So we're talking about from the beginning of mankind, people have been using cannabis, and I do believe it could increase your spirituality or your openness to experiencing something spiritual. But I disagree that it would open you up to something like flacco would.
Oh hell
Dude,
no!
yeah,
Because I think marijuana doesn't take away control of the body. It really doesn't, and the
no,
mind. It might
no,
loosen you up and make you
no.
easier to, but
Maybe corner.
those drugs corrupt your mind. They take control of your body, and
Yeah,
they make you do things that aren't necessarily good for you.
or normal. I feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's whoa. I'm like, just don't do it. I'm like, I can't
Makes you
understand.
wonder who is making this shit, and why haven't we dropped bombs on them?
I
Probably
know,
the cartels.
Like we're bombing everyone else except these guys. Well,
right? Flocka sponsored by Pfizer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Merrick. Merrick has crocodile. Let's see. I'm making this up, by the way. None of this is true. I'm just being facetious at this point. I'm making fun of Big Pharma. You know, Big Pharma, who made a lot of money getting people addicted to painkillers, so that they switched over to heroin when the doctors finally cut them off. Rest in peace to my friend Pat, who passed away from a heroin overdose 1 week after he was denied his Norcos. Not Norcos, I'm sorry, his Oxycontins. And he just cut him off
Mm.
his oxys. Yeah. Cut him off his oxys, switched to heroin, was dead within a week. Rest in peace, Pat. Miss you.
Mm.
Pisses me off. And you think about that, and there were lawsuits, successful lawsuits about that. But at the end of the day, he left behind a little boy. So
Aw,
yeah,
that's sad.
yeah, he was actually a really good person.
yep.
Yeah.
Drugs make people do dumb things.
Mm-hmm.
So is this like an anti-drug episode, or is this a?
Oh, it's just like anti-synthetics, and just be careful what you're doing out there, because these drugs are no joke, man. They'll wreck your life or take your life.
Oh,
Either
yeah.
way, once your life is wrecked, coming back is like one of the hardest things you'll ever do.
Yeah,
You
I have a cousin who got hooked on drugs, and I have not seen her in years.
Mm.
and is that sad? That's very.
Hmm. Very sad.
You hear about people ruining their lives for a high. It's so stupid. Go smoke a joint.
And
Moving
then,
this.
I mean, but it also sits like it makes you kind of wonder too, like what are they going through that they felt the need to take something like that?
Yeah.
That
To
does make you.
even try it, because these are like one hook wonders. Like, you hit it once and that's it. You could be
Yeah.
hooked. And yeah, to say, what were you thinking, or what was going through your head, what kind of, that you just didn't care. It's kind of like those people that see the caution, don't enter signs. If you do, you'll die. And that 5 out of 100 are going to go down that road anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
The curiosity.
Killed the cat.
Hmm.
Literally. Yeah. And not just curiosity, but just defiance of, well, that won't happen to me. That would never happen to me. That ego. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, moving on, let's make this a little more upbeat, because we're all getting like all morose and sad, and nobody wants to be
Yeah.
sad. Because
Yeah.
Everyday Talks with Kellie is informative and not sad. We don't
True that.
boo-hoo. We do
No.
not boo-hoo here. If I have to start telling off center jokes, we're gonna get banned by YouTube. So don't force me to it.
Silence. I'll just mute you.
So we do have some things coming up in the future that we can kind of touch base on. As Jordan hooked up with a ghost hunting team and went on a ghost hunt with them, and we'll have him talk about that here in just a moment. But we're hoping to actually go on a ghost hunt with them, and when we do, we will be making a video out of all of our. We don't really have the equipment, but we're going to use our what we do have. I have a digital camera and I have my cell phone, and we're going to use what we have, and we are going to try to get you evidence. And mostly what you'll probably see is our fear reactions, but hey, why not? So we are going to be bringing you that. And then I am going to start trying to do at least once a week a political episode where we talk about the current political news. I did get a little bit stressed out here because there was so much going on, that I had to literally just pull myself together and deal with some life issues and things like that. So I'm hoping to be back here within the next week and bringing you a political episode, and that'll be on my regular everyday talks.
and we will discuss everything that is fuck Joe Biden and fuck the FBI and the DOJ and everybody else. And we'll be talking about that. Yay. But first, let's go back to our producer, Jordan, who's doing a wonderful job. Went on a ghost hunt with a lady named Tony with her ghost hunting group. And tell us about that. What happened? And
So we met with her late at night at her house. She's actually does a couple like ghost themed things around Michigan, and if I can get some links, I'll drop them in the description if anyone's curious. So she's been ghost hunting for the better part of a decade locally here in Michigan. And actually, not too far from where I live and where she lives is a road where, unfortunately, a few people have died on accidents. It's a kind of like a really poorly taken care of dirt road. So she has a spirit box and a phasma box. Her, my friend Alex, and I, we all went down to this road. There's an old cemetery by where all these accidents happened. We pulled into like the drive. We didn't go into the cemetery. We just pulled into the drive where the gate was and kind of parked there, turned everything off, and bam, put on the spirit boxes and started asking questions. So, like we got a lot of like don't really know if it's just feedback or something. But we did get, they referred to the person in the back seat, which was me, which was kind of creepy. Something said the person in the back seat through the phasma box, I believe. On top of that, we were asking about like what vehicles these people were driving, and we got some positive confirmations on that. There's really not much more to tell. I plan on doing more with her, so hopefully there'll be more stories, but that's just a little bit of a recap.
that's awesome and
Yeah,
scary.
Hopefully,
And scary.
hopefully we can do like a collaboration or something, and
Yeah,
that'd be
that
cool.
would be really nice just to do a collab and even just go on a ghost hunt with her and do our videos and stuff like that so we
And
can have some things. And then we are planning on doing some other things as well. So we will keep you updated as we get closer to making those arrangements. And we're just gonna kind of chit chat, I think, maybe for the rest of the show, talk about little spooky stuff and
yeah.
and kind of to finish it up, top her off, or whatever you want to call it. But you know, I know at some point, I'm hoping, we'll talk about my oldest son said that he had some issues there in his new home and
A piano, a haunted piano.
the piano. We'd like to be able to. So Nathan, if you're listening, we'd love to be able to ghost hunt your house
Oh yeah,
and figure out what you got going on there.
hit us up.
And go.
And I want to remind everyone really quick that when we do these ghost hunts, they will be on video, not audio.
No, they're not going to be live because I
Oh
am
no, we're gonna record it. We're gonna record it.
they're not going to be live. It's not going to be live. That's going to be
We could do live.
pre-recorded.
How about
Some
this?
of
How
my
about you guys tell us if you want us to do it live?
All right, yeah. Tell us if you want us to try to do a live from from location. Oh my goodness.
If possible, obviously. Well, now
Yeah,
start. We
it's putting
together.
yeah, it'd be a little
That
bit.
would be interesting to do it live.
It would be. It would be.
It would be. You would definitely need to join our Discord. And we will put that the link to our Discord channel right into the description. If it's not there already, it'll be there by tomorrow. So you'll be able to just click that link and join us on Discord.
So I'll be posting 2 links to a main group and then a gaming group if anyone's interested with playing games with people and socially that way.
Absolutely. And through Discord, you'll be able to reach us personally. So if you did have an issue or anything you wanted to talk about, or you even have ideas for our show, feel free to hit us up on Discord. That's what we're here for. I want to remind everybody to don't forget to like the channel, subscribe, hit that reminder bell so you're notified when we drop new content. And you will also be notified of my political content. I will warn you if you have not listened to my political talks, I am conservative. And I talk about all things conservative, and I do not like Joe Biden, and I do not like our current federal government. Doesn't mean I'm a terrorist. All it means is I'm a natural American citizen who doesn't like what's going on right now. With that being said, thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Jordan, for producing, and thank you, Rachel, for being Rachel, and I love you to pieces.
All right.
Oh, well, thanks for having me.